A personal account of an episode that has come to shape Egypt's relations with the rest of the world.
Since I was a little boy, I always felt that my father had special relations with China and its leaders, from Chairman Mao Zedong and particularly Premier Zhou Enlai. They met for the first time in April 1955 in Bandung Conference in Indonesia. My father arrived on a plane with Indian leader Jawahir Nehru. Among those in their reception was Premier Zhou Enlai, and they greatly admired each other during that meeting and quickly worked on bilateral relations.
From that visit, a partnership was born. The two nations helped shape Afro-Asia relations as major players in the non-alignment movement. Nasser would use every chance to push the international community to recognize China's role on the global stage.
United Nations During his speech at the UN in 1960, that marked 15 years on the establishment of the organization, the presence was significant on the president's level. Nehru, Sukarno, Castro, all the leaders were there, except China. So my father's speech criticized that. I remember him saying, how can the United Nations, that has all the countries in the world, could ignore 20% of the Earth's population, who for the People's Republic of China?
Zhou visited Egypt at least 3 times during his tenure, at one stage staying for days on end.
I cannot forget this visit from Premier Zhou Enlai. It was in 1964. He was supposed to come here, then go for a trip to Algeria, but a change in Algerian leadership cancelled his trip. Gamal Abdel Nasser then asked him to stay longer. "There are a lot we need to discuss anyway," he said. "We must exchange thoughts and exchange experiences as nations."
It's an approach to cooperation many Egyptians are hoping will continue with this week's meeting. The relationship between President Gamal Abdel Nasser and Premier Zhou Enlai was the cornerstone of the Chinese-Egyptian modern ties. The foundation was so strong that even after decades of Egyptian dependency on mainly Western ties, Egyptians have always viewed China as an ally, wishing that this old friendship would become stronger. Adel, Mahrouky, CCTV, Cairo.